Traditionally, November is one of the most dangerous months to be a Great Lakes sailor. Between 1800 and 1975, over 140 shipwrecks occurred in the month of November. Both the steamer Myron in 1919 and the Edmund Fitzgerald in 1975 both sank in November near Whitefish Point. The Edmund Fitzgerald was the most recent devastating shipwreck. She sank off Coppermine Point on November 10th of 1975 with the loss of all her 29 crew members. Other contemporary shipwrecks were the Carl D. Bradley on Lake Michigan, near Beaver Island in 1958, and Daniel J. Morrell on Lake Huron in 1966. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum at Whitefish Point will tell you about these and more. It's located at the end of Whitefish Point, which is about a 2-hour drive from our boat dock. Now up ahead of us is Algoma Steel on the shoreline of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And the land off to the left of the steel mill is the storage ground for the steel plant. The very large mound that you see to our left, well, that is slag. Slag is the waste material from the blast furnaces of Algoma Steel. It's used in landfill, road foundation, sandblasting materials, aggregate for concrete, and some roofing materials as well. Beyond that slag pile are the foothills of the Laurentian Mountains. These are some of the oldest mountains in the world, dating back 560 million years. Along those foothills are about 126 wind turbines, which were installed by Brookfield Power beginning in the summer of 2006. To our right, just under the International Bridge, are 16 compensating gates and dams, just under the train tracks that are stationary there. These compensating gates protrude just above the surface of the water. The dam controls the water flow of the remaining St. Mary's Rapids, which you'll see when we get to the other side, and the water level of Lake Superior. An international commission representing both the U.S. and Canada regulates the movement of the gates on a monthly basis. The decision is based on the levels of Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and Lake Michigan, and an attempt is made to balance the interests of the power industry, navigation, shoreline property owners, and the fishery on the rapids. 95% of the outflow from Lake Superior is allocated to 3 hydro plants in the area, 1 in Canada, 2 in Sioux, Michigan. 1% flows through the locks, and the remaining 4% is controlled by the compensating dam. Today's total outflow from Lake Superior is around 95,000 cubic feet per second. Now up again ahead of us is Algoma Steel. The steel mill was opened in 1901 and is the main industry of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. It employs approximately 2,900 men and women with an annual payroll and local purchases exceeding $1.2 million. Algoma is one of the more diversified steelmaking operations in North America, producing more than 700 different specifications of steel, which are shipped all over the world. There's a complete 65-mile railway system with 17 diesel locomotives and over 700 railway cars that operate within the plant. During the navigation season, more than 200 Great Lakes and ocean vessels load and unload along the dock area ahead of us. The dock area is over 4,000 feet long and handles over 5 million tons of incoming coal, taconite, and limestone, as well as outgoing iron and steel each year. On the long pier straight ahead of us, the purple material is taconite iron ore pellets. Taconite is produced near the mine sites of Upper Michigan and Minnesota. Ahead of us and to our left, the light material on shore is limestone. Limestone is shipped here from Rogers City, Michigan, which is below the Straits of Mackinac. And beyond the hill to our left is where the coal is kept. Coal is shipped here from West Virginia. Now, just beyond the limestone piles here on our left, the gray building is the drying mill, used to dry and crush limestone before it's used in the steelmaking process. The red steel structure crossing over the water is a conveyor system. This is used to transport coal from the storage area to the coking ovens. When coal is baked, two major fuels are produced: coke and coking gas. Coking gas combined with natural gas is used to heat the furnaces in the plant, and any excess is burnt off in that stack where you see the flame. Ahead of the conveyor system, the two black structures, those are the unloading bridges. They move the full length of the pier on a set of railroad tracks. The large bucket on the underside of each bridge is capable of unloading freighters, which they did years ago. But with the advent of the self-unloading freighters these days, the bridges are mainly used now for transporting the raw material from the dock storage area to the orange-colored train cars on top of the trestle. The train cars take the raw material to the blast furnace, which is directly ahead of us beyond that taconite pile. Largest blast furnace in Canada, capable of producing 8,000 tons of iron a day. The, manu- the manufacture of steel requires major quantities of taconite, coke, and limestone. The principal fuel in the operation is coke, which is coal that has been baked in ovens. Molten limestone removes impurities from the iron and coke to form slag, which is the waste product. The molten iron then settles to the bottom of the blast furnace and transported to casting machines and steelmaking furnaces, where additional materials are added to the raw iron to make steel, which is shaped on the rolling mills. To our left and in the slip is the Saginaw, one of the older freighters on Great Lakes, built in 1953. Can carry just a little over 20,000 tons of cargo. She's 639 feet long and 72 feet wide, and she's just dropping off some coal from West Virginia in the hopper back there.